nothing to me living my dreams. I done been to the bottom, I done suffered a lot. I deserve to be rich, headed straight to the top. Look how I ride for the block, look how I rap for the hood. I get nothing but love now when I come through the hood. Getting this fortune and fame, money make all of us change. The new Benz is all white, call it John McCain. How the hell could you stop me? Why in the world would you try? I go hard forever, that's just how I'm designed. That's just how I was built. See the look in my eyes, you take all of this from me, and I'm still gonna survive. You get truth from me, but these rappers gon' lie. I'm a part of these streets to the day that I die. I wave high to the haters, man, that I finally done made it. Take a look, and you can tell that I'm destined for greatness.
Tell me, what do you see when you're looking at me?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
On a mission to be what I'm destined to be.
Whoa, whoa.
Hey, I done been through the pain
Check, check. So number 4. Check, check. All right, do me a favor, swap. Please go on 3. Just slide over a little. Yes, just swing that to me. Swing it to me. Replace this one. There's no more static. Static is an online. This one. Yeah. Keep your please, for monitoring purposes. Try talk for me, please.
Check. Comes in. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Drea Dunn. You're officially live on the spot. Special guest is Liver He's in the building tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're in the building. What's up? How you doing today?
Good.
Brooklyn
How are
and
you?
this shit. New York City and this. Keep. No dead air. Keep
I
going.
wanted to,
I got it.
so I'm really excited to have you in the building. And first of all, I just want to say it was really cool to get a chance to experience and actually kick it with you. A lot of the times people just do interviews and ask questions, but it was cool to be in the studio and then to also walk over to the billboard.
Yeah.
It was really exciting. How did you feel?
Nah, I felt good that day. We was chilling that day. It was really like a laid back day. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to get on that billboard and it didn't really go down. So
Yeah, I was kind of like a little skeptical. I was like, "What's going on?"
right, the billboard people was on black people time. It was not on our time. They told us a certain time and it was not that time. I guess it came on later or something.
So it was cool because it was like everybody migrated to like the side of the studio.
Right.
So it was like a little parlay out there, and that was cool too. I definitely want to say shout out to Brooklyn. It seems like every time you turn around, there's some new fire talent that's on the come up. And while some people would say Brooklyn is kind of tricky, would you say it's like contributing to your music taking off?
Definitely. Brooklyn had everything to do with my music. You know what I'm saying? It's Brooklyn made me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came up there, so it definitely had a lot with molding who I became as an artist and who I was influenced by. New York City in general, just, at the time I was growing up, had a lot of influence on my music and who I was listening to and just who I wanted to be like. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of the guys from New York representing and being lyricists, and I wanted to be just like that. Like
Who were you looking up to? Who did you want to be like?
like the Nas's and the Biggies as far as like lyricists, from New York City. I wanted to be like those guys. You know what I'm saying? As far as like storytelling and being able to get out certain things. I definitely looked up to those guys and wanted to be like that.
Okay, so I definitely see that you are no stranger to working with other Brooklyn artists. You and Mano have music together. I know you are featured on that new Lobby Boys anthem, but you and Mano also have a previous track, Phases,
Yeah.
that you guys worked on.
Yep.
So how did that collaboration and affiliation come about?
Man, we got a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? A lot of just a lot of records, a lot of different projects that I've been a part of. You know, I think that was I think on that project alone I probably had like 5 songs on there and probably
Hmm.
did like 3 videos. Like he went crazy with me that time. So nah, I just been working with Mano for a few years and we've been tapped in. Originally I started engineering for him.
Hmm.
And then he just see my work ethic. I was always playing him songs and he would be like, "Yo, Veli, get on this." And then that just turned to like, you feel me? He started putting out the records that I would get on. Like he definitely, fucked with the records that we was doing. So he always believed in me and always pushed me to do more.
Do you feel like that? Do you feel that you're in the hot seat right now because you seem to be in high demand? I mean, I'm definitely tuned into what you're doing. I like to stay active. And on top of that, you make it really easy because I like your music. It's relatable,
Yeah,
it's hip, it's in the now. So I definitely see you in the studio with Davies,
facts.
Trey the Truth,
Yeah,
David Banner.
facts.
Like you is on fire. So like how does that feel? Like you're taking an experience like
I mean, definitely it feels good. It's definitely it feels good to be acknowledged by my peers.
so
People.
you feel that you're getting your flowers.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's slowly happening. Like more people are seeing me in more things. More eyes are visibly seeing me do things, and they also seeing that I'm, with a lot of these artists that I'm working with, I'm engineering. So, they're also seeing that I'm not just an engineer. They seeing that I'm an artist. But I think the best thing about it is that I always came in the room as myself. Let's say I'm engineering, I know that I got to do a job. You know what I'm saying? I never came in here to try to be like, oh, I'm an artist, put me on a song or nothing like that. I never did that. I never try to force any situations.
Okay.
So everything's been real organic, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that fucks with me been organic, and I never went out of my way to do anything that was out of pocket, to be with these people, you know what I'm saying? Everything just happened literally organically, even with Davies and Trey the Truth. I met Trey the Truth in Houston like a year ago. I was shooting a video with Jay Stone,
That's
and
so
Trey the Truth was on
fire.
there, Soul Search. So we was actually at a studio in Houston, and we got to chop it up. I played him some records.
He's
You
a
know.
really good dude.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like bigger than music, like
real,
just
for real.
overall everything
For
that he
real.
does for his community. So to make that connection, that's really huge, like
Definitely.
for someone to know that one, he's a good engineer, and then two, like he's talented.
Exactly.
So they
and
go hand in hand. That's fire.
definitely, and I think that's the best way too. Like when you walk in the room as yourself, you don't gotta force anything. People respect you more, and you gotta also understand too. A lot of artists got a lot of pressure from people
Okay.
saying, "Oh, like put me on," or you know what I'm saying. It's probably a nigga every day hitting an artist up like, "Yo, put me in a position." So it's like you gotta almost um you can't push that line all the time like that. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta let it happen when it happens. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely pride myself in perfect timing.
Yo, perfect timing is like really important. I think sometimes artists don't know or they can't seem to find like when you're aspiring artist, you want to do anything and everything to get your music out there and to get
Right.
your persona established.
Right.
But to not push it is to play it safe.
Right.
Do you really want to play it safe, or like, so to know that you have found that balance and that it's working out for you, I think that's fire.
Nah, definitely, it's definitely a balance, and you gotta know, when the time is right. I remember last year I was in the Bahamas with Diddy. Just a quick story. We was all in the Bahamas in the studio. We was out there for 2 weeks. You feel me?
Mr.
And,
Love.
and the whole time, yeah, and the whole time I was engineering for an artist called Stacy Barth. But the whole time,
She's super fire.
yeah, that's really my homie, my heart right there. Um, the whole time I was like, damn, it was the last day where I'm like, damn, he ain't hear none of my records. I want to play him something. So I remember like we was all in the studio, right? And I'm like, we was all drinking. It was like 6 in the morning, right? And then I'm like, I had Buzz in the studio, like, came through the studio, like, bro, let me play some. And he was like, bro, not right now. Like, he was like, I can feel your hunger. but not right now. He said, come in. He gave me a hug. He was like, come in. I can feel it. So I had to understand, like, certain times it wasn't my time for me to play that record for him. But I know that next time he see me, he going to remember me from that moment. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely. And it's good to be remembered in a good light because, you know, not so long ago, Johnny Blaze was doing that on Doja Cat's live, and Doja was like, no, I don't want to play your song. Like,
right.
you know, so definitely timing is everything.
Facts.
What? Matter of fact, timing. Yes, we're gonna get into some Liver Valley music. Let's get into which one should we play first? New music. To the Limit. Let's get into that. And yes, tell us about New Limit.
To the Limit, that was like the title song of my actual last project. Like it was titled No Limit, and I think the record was just speaking on just not having any boundaries, not letting anything stop you, and just pushing yourself to that limit every day to the point that you can. You know what I'm saying? They say that your body can be pushed to extreme limits if your brain allows it. So it's like if your brain allows for your body to go, then you should go all the way. Like that's really what the song is about, and it's about, you know, pushing and persevering through negativity and everything that's trying to stop us.
Okay, super dope.
For sure.
Ready?
Okay, everybody, this is To the Limit.
Thank you.
I gotta push it to the limit. Yeah. Push it to the limit. Whoa. I'm trying to find myself, I'm drowning. Yeah. Got my head to the sky. All alone, knowing niggas around me. Yeah. Push it to the limit. We live it. Ain't no ceiling. Yeah. Gotta push it to the limit. Ain't no quitting for my children. Yeah. Living in darkness had me blinded to them brighter days. Whether I lived or if I died, didn't care either way. Ain't worried about the future, reality hit me right away. Could've went insane, my nigga got killed at a younger age. Seen you in that casket, I promise I won't take it in vain. Now we making classics, walk in the room and they know my name. They would call us bastards, all they hating, we surpassed it. Getting money the fastest, ballin' made it to the Hall of Fame. Young nigga done lost control, no collision when I crossed them roads. Had a vision, I was phone whipping through the lanes, I ain't never park it though. Pain nigga, only God can know. Living the present, the past is behind you, the future's ahead of you. When you submit it, they said that they telling you. Who would've thought I would sell out the venue? Right on top of that, put my niggas on the map, put my city on my back. Real niggas, where you at? If you ever hustle for it, then you lost it, double up, you got it back. Rather have my niggas locked in the studio, so free me from the trap. Yeah. Gotta push it to the limit. Yeah. Push it to the limit. Whoa. I'm trying to find myself, I'm drowning. Yeah. Got my head to the sky. All alone, knowing niggas around me. Yeah. Push it to the limit. We live it. Ain't no ceiling. Yeah. Gotta push it to the limit. Ain't no quitting for my children. Yeah. Living in darkness had me blinded to them brighter days. Whether I lived or if I died, didn't care either way. Ain't worried about the future, reality hit me right away. Could've went insane, my nigga got killed at a younger age. Seen you in that casket, I promise I won't take it in vain. Now we making classics, walk in the room and they know my name. They would call us bastards, all they hating, we surpassed it. Getting money the fastest, ballin' made it to the Hall of Fame. Young nigga done lost control, no collision when I crossed them roads. Had a vision, I was phone whipping through the lanes, I ain't never park it though. Pain nigga, only God can know. Living the present, the past is behind you, the future's ahead of you. When you submit it, they said that they telling you. Who would've thought I would sell out the venue? Right on top of that, put my niggas on the map, put my city on my back. Real niggas, where you at? If you ever hustle for it, then you lost it, double up, you got it back. Rather have my niggas locked in the studio, so free me from the trap. Yeah, I'm tryna find myself, I'm drowning. Yeah, got my head to the sky, all alone, knowing niggas around it. Yeah, push it to the limit. We live it, ain't no ceiling. Yeah, gotta push it to the limit. Ain't no quitting for my children. Yeah, I know I could die. My head up to the sky. Save me, I'm running out of the time. Had to find myself again. Young boy never go broke again. God, if you listening, then send me a sign. Lot of my niggas is trapped up. Wanna set them free, I don't ask for much. I've been yelling, fuck the fame. I've been money getting, I ain't been distracted much. Way too much attention from these other bitches, and now she been acting up. I've been running from the police every other day, cause I'm black as fuck. Yeah. Demons, I brush them off. Middle fingers to the police, just fuck them all. They gon' let me be dangerous, stay dangerous. Just in case I don't see them all. I know I'm in for greatness before I go. All this adversity I faced on my own. Tryna find myself, I'm drowning. Yeah, got my head to the sky. All alone, knowing niggas around it. Yeah, push it to the limit. We live it, ain't no ceiling. Yeah, gotta push it to the limit. Ain't no quitting for my children.
Feel good music. That's what I like.
Fire.
So nice. Y'all make some noise for Liravelli. He's definitely in the building.
In the building today, man. What's up? We live.
Especially on the spot. What's your girl,
Push
Joy?
it to the limit.
And shout out to Maid for making this happen, because I definitely just was like, yo, I love his music. Then I got a chance to like experience and kick it. So it's always a plus when you could relate to the artist, you know? It
Thank
just
you. I
makes-
appreciate you. Shout out
just
to my
makes you
brother, man.
listen.
Original Made. Yes, sir.
Where do you see your career in the next couple of months?
I just see myself, it's a good question. I just see myself just doing more musical things, you know what I'm saying? Just reaching new goals and new levels. I just see the music expanding and reaching more people. I think that I definitely make music for the people, you know what I'm saying? For the people that's struggling, for the people that's going through things every day. That's who I make my music for. So I think that, you know, I just see myself transcending and continuing to transcend until God takes me from here, you know?
So I see that you can sing, you can rap. Are you gonna tap into a little bit of acting? Like you want to be like a well-rounded entertainer?
No,
Or you
definitely.
just flowing how this artist avenue goes.
Of course, you know, they're gonna see me do more acting in the music videos as well. They're gonna see, you know, less rapping and me more going into that lane of acting and you know what I'm saying, just giving people more cinematography instead of just doing regular videos. I definitely want to tap into that side as well. You know, I think it's important.
Can your fan base expect female collaborations?
For sure, definitely, yes. A lot of that.
Are there any particular songstress, female rappers like that you like listen to on a regular? Like, what does who you listening to?
Like I said, I got joints with Stacey Barth. She's one of the females that I'm working with closely. Another female from Brooklyn is Lola Brooke.
Yeah, I like
She's
Lola.
fire, you know what I'm saying? I got some songs with her from a few years ago, but definitely, I'm down for whatever, you know. I don't really have, you know, unfortunately, I'm not really tapped in with the female world like that. Y'all gotta tap me in, you feel me? I'm not privy to everybody, but definitely, I like the movement that's going on with the females, and I love how many females are getting into rapping, and females are doing crazy battle raps now. Not that they wasn't before, but now it's like a thing now, so it's awesome to see that, and I love to hear female rapping. It's dope.
Have you been to a female battle rap event?
Nah, I've never been to a battle rap event. No,
Never, okay.
male or female, for sure.
But have you seen you watched some of Smack's events?
Right, they got the app, the app you can watch all the battles on.
I've always wanted to go to the events, but I haven't myself either.
Right.
But I feel like that's dope too.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so hopefully one of those days I'll be experiencing that really soon.
Yeah, and the females, they disrespectful in a different way. Like, I think for the males, I think for the males, we might disrespect to a certain extent, but the females be really taking it really far, and it's like they really take it. They go crazy. That's what's up. I love it.
I think they OD do their homework on their opponent.
Right, and it's the disrespect. I heard somebody talking about that, some like kids and all that, just talking crazy. I was like, oh, this shit was dope. I fucked with it.
You know what I think is really cool? I want to say in New York, especially in Brooklyn, just over the five boroughs, drill music has been like just doing different things
Yeah.
and causing people to feel different ways.
Yeah,
And just the other day, Nikki was saying if you hop on every trend and if you try to do all of that, you know what I'm saying, like as an artist, you get faceless.
right.
Do you see yourself staying true to your sound and who you are as an artist?
I mean, I feel like when people hear my projects, they're gonna hear me. Like if I'm collaborating with another artist, I might be doing something else. I might be doing drill. I might be doing, another type of genre. You know that I never box myself in. But when you hear my projects, you definitely gonna hear more Laravelli. Even if I'm on a drill song, you definitely gonna still hear me. Like, I think a lot of people get lost and they don't know themselves. So that means that, like, when you start, let's say you walk into a room again, you don't know yourself. You walk into a room, you start to change up, you start to become somebody else different. Like, so a lot of these artists don't know themselves, so they get on drill beats and they sound just like everybody else sound on them. But if you hear me on some drill, you're gonna be like, nah, that's definitely him. Like, he's definitely not thinking about it the same, because I've done songs before and I done flipped them crazy. So I think that, yeah, I'm definitely, I love the drill scene and I love what the homies is doing from the town, and it's good to see. It's good to see young black males getting money and being successful. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I was definitely going through and listening to your music, just to really get a feel for you as an artist. So I would say, like, for like as a man,
Yeah.
I was really feeling changes. That was
Right.
one of my faves.
Fire.
God calling.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'm jacking this.
He going back.
So I wanted to listen to everything, like, I just feel like, also I was listening to Hybrid just to get a
Right.
feel for, like,
Yeah.
it's to see your growth as an artist
right, yeah.
over your different projects and the
Right.
sound that you have now. It's like, okay,
Yeah, for sure.
like consistent and changing.
Right.
Like you don't really deviate from who you are. I feel like you're establishing your sound.
For sure.
You know how a lot of people like to bounce around.
Right.
So that's really cool.
No, I'm definitely inspired by the golden era and, by more soulful records. That's mostly like what I love to do, and that's what I gear a lot of my music towards. If it doesn't touch me and my soul, I can't even do it. Like, it don't even come out the same. So
I did see like you're signed.
signed?
Yeah, like
No, I'm not signing nobody.
Okay.
Nah, we independent right now. We ain't signing nobody. We got our own record label, RTF. You know what I'm saying? Resurrect
Okay,
the feeling.
so that's your record label that
Right,
I was seeing.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our record label, definitely. And it's called RTF, Resurrect the Feeling, and it's just, it's self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Resurrecting the golden era of the feeling of the good music and, that era that we came from.
Are you looking to want to be signed to a major label, or do you want to stay an independent artist? Are you more so interested in like a distribution deal? Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, business is business. If we could talk good business, then we can make a situation happen. I'm not opposed to none of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a businessman. We could sit down with our lawyers and get the information right, and we get the paperwork right, and we have, good percentages and everything. Then we gonna do business. Good business is good business. I'm not shy and be like, I'm not one of those people like, oh, I want to stay independent. It's like, nah, like you got to make good business moves in order to be successful in anything. So it's like if you have somebody that wants to invest into your career and that's a business move, then I think, it's why not? A lot of people turn it down. Like, I don't want no label deal, but it's like, we need as much help as we can get. So definitely.
Do you see yourself doing, like, I see that you follow, I don't know if it's like you just follow or like y'all are maybe gonna be in the studio together, Jazzy Armra.
Yeah, I know her. definitely. I know for sure.
Y'all should like definitely make some music together.
Yeah, I've actually worked with her with Omari Hardwick.
Okay.
So like,
Okay.
yeah,
I was
that's my
seeing,
guy.
I was peeping that.
So that's actually how I met her, and we was in the studio together. I was recording her for songs that he was doing.
That's fire.
But yeah, I haven't got in the studio with her to do anything. But yeah, that's the homie. I know her for sure, definitely.
Would you want to make music with her?
Yeah, she's fire. Definitely, I've been
I
to some of
love
her
her.
shows.
Yes,
She's
definitely.
super dope. Yeah.
I think Wycliffe and Maddie, they're like doing wonders for her and her music. I just really love to see it.
Yeah, definitely. God bless him.
That would be a really fire collab between two of y'all.
Facts. We gotta make that happen. You gotta make that happen.
Like,
you know my boy Belly.
they're like, yo, I think y'all got a bop on your hands.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
your sound, her sound.
Let's do that. I'm with
You
it.
know, like that would be so fire.
I'm with it.
Do you have shows coming up?
We got a show April 8th, a release party, album release April 8th. You know, it's going down. Album release for this new project that we putting out called RTF.
Okay.
It's the first installment of the Resurrected Feeling volumes. So again, the music is speaking again on, you know, trials and tribulations that I've been through in my life in the past year. I think what these projects are important for, you know, when I started them, looking back now, it's like each project is like a timestamp of where I was at in my life in that time. And I'm able to listen to them when I go back. Like today, I was listening to that project, God Calling, and I was listening to that today. Like, where was I at in this state of my time, you know, my life? So I think it's important for me to continue to put out music and for me to continue to document what's going on because, you know, it's real life. Everything's happening. So.
Have you seen? Okay, so when you're saying document, have you seen the Kanye West Yeezus documentary? Are you like, is that something like that you're interested in?
Fire, I love it. That shit was dope. And especially me, like coming up, I used to always love watching artists in the studio working. You know, I used to always aspire to be in the studio. So watching artists do that used to always be like, I used to love it. So just watching Kanye in a time that, you know, from the beginning episodes in a time where he wasn't really like recognized for what he does to like the point where he got to is amazing to see, and it's really inspiring. And now the documentary was dope, and it was like for the homie Cootie to be just like, I'm gonna get my life up and start filming you for this time. It was like
He
it's crazy how much
stopped everything.
Yeah, and it's crazy how much footage he caught and how much history he caught for real. He didn't even know at the time what he was doing. It's like that's important. You know?
That's super fire. Would you say, on a scale of 1 to 10, you would be cool with just everything that you're doing being recorded and just like, hey, you trust me, I'm going to chop it up how I feel. I want to market you to the world, and we're just going to go with it.
You know, I've thought about it, like having somebody live with me in my crib and just have them follow me around. I thought about it. I think
That's crossed my mind.
I think it's important. I think, you know, even for me, I just had a daughter. I think it's important for documentation.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's important for documentation purposes. It's just for family, you know. Just I never seen my parents when they was
one of those parents.
Yeah, you have to, cause I never seen my parents when they was younger raising me. Like that would have been fire to see now. Like, so I think it's important just to like, you know, document everything, regardless if it's, you know, even if you're not somebody who does music, you could be doing something regular, like not regular, but you know, something that's not
Whatever it is that
entertainment.
you're passionate about.
Right,
that
exactly.
You like to do.
Exactly. You could be doing whatever, just document it and save it for a time capsule later on.
I'm definitely gonna be one of those parents. Like when I do have a child, like it's cool that everybody has like the online albums, and you know how parents go around making Instagrams for their children.
I hate it.
But I'm really gonna like get a photo album.
Yeah.
And like here,
Resurrect the
scrapbook,
feeling.
this is what I'm gonna give to you. Pass that down so that you can look back on.
And it's crazy how long those things last. Like I still got pictures from when I was a baby. And you gotta think the internet is just like, I don't know how long. MySpace isn't around no more. I done lost mad pictures and stuff that I had on there, like mad stuff I had on there. So it's like
MySpace, Photo Bucket,
yeah,
you name it, I was on it.
right. All them websites is now down. So it's like, what's gonna happen with Instagram and Facebook in the future? You know, I don't know.
It's important, definitely documenting everything, take pictures, make memories.
Physical.
Because memories definitely live longer than people do.
Physical, but you know, we also gotta understand the climate and understand that we're going into the NFT era. So we gotta be able to keep what we love and then adapt too, not stay
Are you
too.
NFT savvy? Would
Yeah,
you
we got
say
an NFT Laravelli coming out real soon. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's
what's
coming out real soon.
up.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you're NFT savvy, are you like into like the whole forex, Bitcoin trading, and all of that as well?
I'm not as deep into all of that. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what I'm saying? I think I just been focused on the music. I haven't been really diving into those things, but you know, I got a lot of friends and homies that are into it. So I definitely have the people around me to find out the information, but I just haven't been like on it. But yeah, we got a actual 3D animation of me coming out real soon. So it's gonna be a part of this next project and a part of the rollout. So
How did that come about? Like,
man, it was my homie my homie Made. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, I think you should do something like this.
hey, Maeve.
You know, it was his original idea. He's like, bro, I think you should do something like this, invest into this, and it's gonna definitely, you know, be something that we could use for later on. I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. So we jumped on it. One of our guys, Dryson, he was the one who whipped it up. You know, he really did his thing. It's fire.
So when can we expect that?
By April 8th, everything's coming out April 8th. Let's get it.
Okay, so
RTF,
that's that April 8th.
Resurrect the
date.
Feeling.
Okay, so we're definitely gonna get into some more Laravelli music. From all of your albums, what would you say? Actually, we're gonna get into that new Lobby Boy anthem.
Fire.
Um,
Hustle
was
Hard
really-
Mano.
so would you say like y'all have like a really super cool work relationship?
Yeah, definitely. That's my brother for real. Like I said, like any opportunity, even this Lobby Boy song, like they have 15 other songs, 16, 17
You're
other
on
songs.
like 4 of them.
Yeah,
What'd
I'm
you
on
say?
a few. But you know, even this Lobby Boys video, like he was the one that said, "Yo, this got to be the first video," you know, and it's me on it. Like he didn't have to do that. They could have did any other video they wanted to.
Right.
But man, I remember him stressing people in the studio, like, "Nah, this got to be the first video." You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, "This has got to set the tone for the rest of the album." So, nah, definitely, Maine always put me in a position to win and always wanted me to, you know, excel. And he never was like, he never tried to like throw shade on my shit. He was always like, "Nah, whatever you doing, I'm fucking with it." So
What's Jimmy like to work with?
he's fire. You know what I'm saying? He gets in the studio and he be smoking. He don't be talking. When he lip right into the beat, he just be locked in, and then he just goes in the booth. 1 or 2 takes, he be getting it. It's crazy. Like he's really fire. You know what I'm saying? Fire artist. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that we've all looked up to as far as like Dipset in that whole era. Like, you know, that was a big era. I was a young kid. You know, I was a G in the Dipset era. Like, you know, they were big staples in New York City. So to be working with them now is definitely a blessing.
Now, you know, before we get into this new song, I was telling Maid that, you know, Jimmy and people of his how can I put this? Of his status,
Right.
you know, they have to do a lot to stay. I don't want to say like it's a bad thing, but I feel like everybody has to do a lot or do enough work to some degree to stay relevant.
For sure.
So to be tapped in with yourself, someone that's like new and aspiring and just fresh on the scene, that's also a good look for them too. And obviously, they like what you're doing and how you're sounding
For sure.
because you're on more than one.
Word up.
You know, and like
Blessed, be
I
blessed.
see you, so
Appreciate
it's
it.
really excited. Let's get into this new Lobby Boys anthem.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
It's the Lobby Boys for me.
Yeah. Can't play with it though. Lobby. Yeah, yeah. As soon as the city lit, we light up the city, bitch. Diamonds and Lamborghinis, we hop out of silly shit. I brought out a pretty bitch and she brought out a
It's the Lobby Boys for me.
Yeah. Can't play with it though. Lobby. Yeah, yeah. As soon as the city lit, we light up the city, bitch. Diamonds and Lamborghinis, we hop out of silly shit. I brought out a pretty bitch and she brought out a pretty bitch. I'm standing on top of phantoms, I'm all on my Diddy shit. Now raps cover my charms, tattoos cover my scars. I look up in the sky, hope we all covered by God. Cause Lord, we still sinning and winning is getting hard. They coming with racketeering. My niggas is getting charged. Them bars is kinda cold. My heart is made of stone. I wake up in penthouses. Them strippers just took my soul. My women is on a pole. My homies is on parole. I slap box the devil at night. We blow for blow. Oh, yeah. I just caught my second win. You niggas couldn't kill me. I'm a couple blessings in. I'm a big step or move, nigga. Let me step on in. 100 grand in the same bag that the tech is in. I move like I move blocks. A fool with a ooh-wop. Hopped out the Benz and some Jordan ones and tube tops. Don't talk to me about no old beef, boy. I bruise ops. Come through and clean shit. Get your whole crew mop, lobby boy.
Yeah, yeah, they don't know about the losses. Why my niggas turn to corpses. I'm paranoid, it got me cautious. Full of sin, but I'm flooded at the crosses. Get the crosses. Empty, I'm flying down the parkway. Rolling bust down in the closet for them dark days. Lovey boys had to hustle on the long way. Lovey boys had to hustle on the long way.
What's up? I got niggas try to hit me, even if feds try to get me. I've been embarked with gang bangers, rocking no red on my dick and so. When you little niggas keep saying you gon' spin and dump, we'll turn you a plate of food like some dinner lunch, bitch. We will certainly spin the block and put you in my trunk, boy. All this water on my body like some swimming trunks. We been pumping that Miley Cyrus, bitch. I been a wrecking ball. And since a little nigga, bitch, I been stepping tall. I'm still pressing 5 when I accept the call. Back then, the Mac 10 with the clip used to press on my balls. F&N on my waist while I'm shaking the dice. Pumping the bass on the pop, bitch, while I break out the light. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, I will take a life. If you ain't made 50 M's, then I won't take your advice. I spent 20 M's off gang banging and the lawyer fees. My nigga caught life, he want commissary and some taller trees. He got robbed and got it back the same day. Mysteriously, the nigga that robbed him, I got clapped the same day. But you know, it's gang fouls, nigga. I been wild, nigga.
They don't know about the losses. Why my niggas turn to corpses. I'm paranoid, it got me cautious. Full of sin, but I'm flooded at the crosses. Get the crosses. Empty, I'm flying down the parkway. Rolling bust down in the closet for them dark days. Lovey boys had to hustle on the long way. Lovey boys had to hustle on the long way.
Lobby boys, nigga. Billy get him, Billy got him. East side, nigga. Side to side, back to back, ain't nothing changed, you know? Melly Matrix, what's up? Mouse, what's up? I know y'all back to back in that joint, you heard? Let us know what's poppin'. That money up, you heard? That account gon' stay loaded.
Yes, get into that Lyric Valley.
Yes, sir.
Tell the fans and listeners and supporters alike where they can, stay in tune with your music, how they can follow you, or your links.
Everything's under the same umbrella, Lyrivelli, Lyrivelli. So Lyrivelli, lyrical and Machiavelli, put those things together, you make Lyrivelli. So you go to YouTube, anywhere you stream music, download it. You can get it for free. Anywhere you do it at, you can get it, lyrivelli.com. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. Let's get it.
Okay, so we're gonna get into As the World Goes Round. Now, I was definitely listening to it earlier. It's definitely feel good, relatable hip hop.
Yeah, definitely, and it's talking about
that storytelling vibe that you were talking about.
And it's talking about a relationship. I think we've all been through it. I think we've all been through ups and downs with our people that we with in their relationships and stuff. So it definitely speaks for. That time in my life when I was going through it, I might be going through it right now. I'll be listening to songs and I'm like, damn, I'm going through that right now. Like how? So, nah, it's fire. I appreciate it.
Yes. Okay. Let's get into As the World Goes Round.
Let's get it.
If the money disappears, will you stay? Will you stay? Won't be there to wipe the tears off your face. She saying that I'm crazy when we fuck, she fall in love. Been hitting on my line cause she wanna know what's up. I got different type of pain, lost my brothers to the streets. And it's hard for me to trust a bitch, don't fall in love with me, baby, yeah. Cause I got issues, I've been trying to drown away the pain. Yellows in the blues, don't feel nothing from the Novocaine. Those broken promises cause no one came. Now my money up, remember I was so ashamed. Before the Giuseppe's in the bar, man. Now my bitch shit is new to you, but it ain't new to me. Money make the world go round. World go round. These bitches make the world go round. World go round. Just cause we fucking can't trust you. Though the money coming fast, I won't rush you. Cause I'm married to the game, I can't love you. How many bitches wish they was you? Just cause we fucking can't trust you. Though the money coming fast, I won't rush you. Cause I'm married to the game, I can't love you. How many bitches wish they was you? Rolling up another blunt, I spark it and get high again. I wanna make you mine again. Eventually I'm gonna hurt you if I lie again. And if you lie to me, this shit is toxic cause we try again. Got a body naked, we sexing under the covers. We ain't used protection, we fucking without a rubber. Lost up in the passion, she telling me that she loves me. But I will never trust her. Make the world go round. World go round. These bitches make the world go round. World go round. Just cause we fucking can't trust you. Though the money coming fast, I won't rush you. Cause I'm married to the game, I can't love you. How many bitches wish they was you? Just cause we fucking can't trust you. Though the money coming fast, I won't rush you. Cause I'm married to the game, I can't love you. How many bitches wish they was you? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's clear that you like make music for the ladies too, because that, like, as the world go round,
Yeah.
while it's you putting your pain on beats, it's also relatable for a female that's going through relationship drama too.
For sure, she could say the same thing. She'd be like, how many niggas wish they was you? She could say the same thing. So definitely, it's definitely relatable on both ends. And I think that's what good music does. It transcends all genders and all types of boundaries that humans try to put on each other, you know?
Are you Hispanic?
Yeah, I'm Dominican, Dominicano.
Okay, are you making like Spanish music, like Hispanic music too?
I'm getting into that, you know what I'm saying? Some of my homies do more of the Spanish music, but I definitely have some Spanish records that I got to put out. But it's not like the first thing that I'm go to, so it's like people going to hear it a little later. They're not going to get it from me right away.
Okay, okay.
Kind of want to establish this first
Right,
and then,
right,
go
right.
branch off into that, yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, it's interesting that you have some good and, how can I put this? Some, cause I don't know. Like, are you talking like? Can we talk about what you're gonna do? Like, while we were listening to music, I was like, I see that you follow a popular producer by the name of Buddha.
Yep.
Like, is that like some fire that's coming soon?
Of course, Buddha's my brother. I've known Buddha for some years now, and we actually started working on a project together. You know, we got like 4 or 5 songs in.
Shout out to Buddha. He always shows me love. Still sessions. You know what I'm saying? I
exactly.
gotta tap
Buddha
in.
Grands and Mike Cuz, you know, they always show me love, and they always see me around, and you know, I think it's come full circle because he's done a lot of stuff with Dave East, and it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Buddha's my guy, and we got a project coming out. Like I said, after this project drops, I think that's gonna be the next one. Like,
Okay.
I got a lot of good, dope records with him. That's like, it's crazy, yeah, for sure.
So that's music for the ladies. We have something to look forward to.
Of course, yes, we have a lot of music for the ladies. A lot of
Okay.
definitely, we got some dope records coming for sure.
Okay. What's the next song that you think we should get into? Can we play something from Authentic?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, like,
Yep.
so like for Authentic, Brand New
Okay.
was like it for me. Like, which one? Do you have favorites of your own music?
We could play the intro to Authentic. We could play that.
Okay,
I like
okay,
that
okay.
record. I like that record a lot.
Okay, so where were you? You know how you said you like to go back in time and that your music is like timestamps for you. So for Authentic, what was your state of mind for that project?
It was just me establishing again who I am, and I want people to know that anything that I speak about is from the heart, and it is authentic. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why that project was so important, because you know, in the project again, I'm talking about moments in my life, and I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? So me saying authentic is like me saying that I'm keeping it real, and this is me stamping that like I'm authentic, you know.
You know how sometimes artists in their careers they make compromises, or sometimes they settle on deals because in the moment it's like the best decision possible that you're
Right.
making for your career. Would you say um you've been super true to yourself, like as authentic as possible?
For sure, definitely, and I pride myself in that. I think that you know, I just live my everyday like that. Like even if I wasn't doing music, I would still try to keep it 100 with everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? I think that you know a lot of times people get into different things because you realize that this person is not who he's portraying to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a lot of false prophets out here pushing false narratives, and that's not what we about over here. You know what I'm saying? We about pushing the real, and we gonna keep the real alive as long as we living.
Okay, so we're gonna get into authentic.
Let's get it.
I grew up with my mother and my father in my crib, you know what I'm saying? But it was difficult at times, you know what I'm saying? Difficult at times for my parents to try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It was difficult at times when we was younger and we didn't really have shit. We be eating the same shit. I be wearing the same clothes. Niggas been through that shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas been through all of that shit, going, getting into fights, getting into situations, you know. All of these things that molded me, you know. I appreciate that road that I had to go down to be here today.
Yeah, authentic. Nigga, this shit is authentic. The phone whipping and it's authentic. This shit is authentic. Authentic, nigga, authentic. There's no one like me cause it's authentic. Yeah, the realest in it, yeah, I'm authentic. Yeah, you fucking with it cause I'm authentic. Authentic, yeah, yeah. Look in the mirror, had to actualize my deepest wishes as I sit back and I strategize. Think about riches, so I'm thankful as I analyze. The place we came from got me grateful that I am alive. Don't wanna be nobody else in this. Lately I've been learning about selflessness. Got it by myself cause back then I ain't have no help in this. Instead of pointing fingers, I ain't give up on some helpless shit. Flying out overseas, now we landed Japan. Had to wire the money before I stepped on the land. Everything is deception, especially at a glance. Taking advantage, cause once I'm dead, no second chances. What's my legacy? How they remember me as a man, real nigga, 10 toes underneath. Working hard to get established, so if I ever have a seed, I can provide. Middle fingers to them if they disagree. Yeah, authentic. Nigga, this shit is authentic. The phone whipping and it's authentic. This shit is authentic. Authentic, nigga, authentic. There's no one like me cause it's authentic. Yeah, the realest in it, yeah, I'm authentic. Yeah, they fucking with it cause I'm authentic. Authentic, yeah, realest nigga in it. I kept it 1,000. Michael Phelps, I'm swimming. Picture me ever drowning. Product of environment, victim of my surroundings. How we made it out of hell. Honestly, it's astounding. Now we jumping out of coops. From my face in front the news. Then I flooded out the jewels. But I got nothing to prove. Nigga, we the chosen few. Only trusting in the few. Of my niggas booking sky rises to switch up the view. I be just tripping. I know I'm gifted. So many my niggas locked up. I can pay him a visit. I pray to God. One day I can fix it. So the day he get out of there. Celebrating with bitches. Yeah, toast up to the most high. Double up in no time. Talking about that ownership, nigga. Don't need no cosign. Every record that you hear me on, my soul cries, my flow still low five. 7 figures, we multi. Yeah, authentic. Nigga, this shit is authentic. The phone whipping and it's authentic. This shit is authentic. Authentic, nigga, authentic. There's no one like me cause it's authentic. Yeah, the realest in it, yeah, I'm authentic. Yeah, they fucking with it cause I'm authentic. Authentic, yeah.
Authentic.
Authentic.
Get into that.
Yep.
Guys, we are officially on the spot with your girl Joya Duh on Xtreme 104. I'm really excited. I would say look at me about to answer my own question. You know how you say that, you know how you said that your music helps you
Yeah,
and how you make music that you can double back to periodically when you need to get into the zone.
right.
Do you feel that your music helps people?
I would hope so. I would hope the same way as therapy for me. It's therapy for other people. You know, I've had few people tell me that. You know that the music is
That
definitely
was just gonna be my next question. Like,
yeah.
since you've been doing this, like, have you had people reach out to you like, "Yo, Liravelli, I love what you're doing. Like,
For sure,
I put your music on and it helps me."
I've definitely had people tell me that, you know, and this is a real moment when I hear those things because it's like I made a lot of these records off of just me doing them. You know, it wasn't my expectation for people to really use it as something that they get up to every day and almost like, you know, like I just spoke to one of my homies from Houston, Unc 45, you know, he was telling me that he was like, bro, I wake up to your music every day, 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm waking up playing your stuff, you know. So,
What's up?
you know, that's inspiring to hear. Like, you know, even if it's just 1 or 2 people, like, you know, that's really what I'm doing it for to touch the people and to be able to speak and have a voice and to heal. You know, a lot of the wounds that we've been inflicted with, you know, coming up in the ghetto and coming up in struggle and poverty. So definitely,
Would you say would you say trauma makes for good music?
100%. It's the craziest shit. I forgot who said it, but they was like, you know, we get paid off our trauma. You know, black
A lot
people.
of bonds formed over that.
Yeah, black people get paid off of our trauma. Like that's what you know. Even comedians. You know, when you look at Kevin Hart, he got speak my pain. What is it?
Laugh at my pain.
Laugh at my pain. There you go, right there. So, you know, we understand that you know these struggles and these trials and tribulations. They equal dollars, and you know, these people that are not in our lifestyle, they like to, you know, almost like a safari. They like to ride through and see what's going on and, you know, get a real perspective. So, you know, artists like myself and artists that speak in real, you know, people are able to get that real perspective and they don't necessarily even have to be there. So, you know.
Would you say, I feel like now that it's 2022 and then just more recently, a lot of people have been more transparent about how they deal with their trauma and just how they go about dealing with different bouts of depression.
For sure.
Would you say, like, anything that you experience, if you experience depression? Because I know everybody has it in different ways and
Right.
everybody's triggers are different. Is music that overall therapy for you, or do you, you know, find yourself finding different means of, like, just like a different release sometimes?
Yeah, I think for right now, music is definitely my one. It's the ultimate release. I remember I was going through something like not long ago, a few weeks ago, and it was like a real situation, and I made a record out of it. You know what I'm saying? I made a record out of my situation, and it helped me to almost, because a lot of times we don't have these outlets, so our reaction time is quicker. We don't have any time to think, so we going through shit, and we might react off impulse, off anger. So I think that the music being there as a form of like release is helpful for that, for those type of things when you don't want to necessarily just react. You might just need to think about it for a second and reevaluate your situation. It might not need a reaction right now. So I think that music is definitely that, and yeah, man, it's awesome.
So, I definitely want to say thank you so much for coming through to sit and, chop it with me.
Yes.
And I look forward to us definitely doing this again. When you have like new music, new
Yeah.
projects, just keep me in the loop.
Yep.
And I just want to make sure that I'm able to support everything,
Facts.
and yeah, everybody, y'all make sure y'all are following Liravelli on everything and anything possible that you can follow him on. And, just stay tuned. He's got some fire on the way, I just know.
Yeah, it's on the way. It's
And
coming.
yeah, we'll be back next Monday.
I
You know how
appreciate
it
you having
goes.
me on your platform, and I appreciate people like you always reaching out and staying in tune with the culture. And you know, you coming out the other night, that was really special. Coming to the studio and
Thanks
vibing with
for
us.
the invite.
You know, definitely. I think, like you said, that really stamped it for you. You know, maybe before
Yeah.
that you really didn't know who I am, so you got a chance to know me and meet me and vibe with me, and I think that's important. You know.
Well, thank you so much. And again, shout out to Made. Y'all need to follow Made as well. You know, he's like
Original
loopy,
Made, at Original Made, same way it's
Definitely.
spelled.
just
yes.
like that.
My brother, man, definitely.
Get in tune with what he's got going on, and you know, like he's real resourceful. So
For
definitely
sure.
tap in.
Definitely, and that's what I want to surround myself around. Only the smartest individuals. Everybody got to be smarter than me, you know, so I could be learning every day and just, you know, being able to
Facts.
attack the right way strategically.
Cause you know that's that quote that they do say, your circle is your circle does determine your future.
Right,
Is super true.
right.
Like who you surround yourself with is like super important.
Facts.
And shout out to your entourage. You're with a group of winners.
Let's get it. RTF, Original Made, Made Way. Let's get it. We out of here. Yes.
It's them lobby boys for me.
Yeah. Can't play with it though. Lobby. Yeah, as soon as the city lit, we light up the city, bitch. Diamonds and Lamborghinis, we hop out of silly shit. I brought out a pretty bitch and she brought out a pretty bitch. I'm standing on top of phantoms, I'm all on my Diddy shit. Now rocks cover my charms, tattoos cover my scars. I look up in the sky, hope we all covered by God. Cause Lord, we still sinning and winning is getting hard. They coming with racketeering, my niggas is getting charged. Them bars is kinda cold, my heart is made of stone. I wake up in penthouses, them strippers just took my soul. My women is on a pole, my homies is on parole. I slap